So you get Nowt for coming second. Does anybody know where that comes from? You'll have heard similar expressions, but it's an expression that's very dear to me. It's actually from a very, very famous book for the literary followers amongst you. No? Still not ringing any bells? Yes. Billy Bremner's book, You Get Nowt for Coming Second, which he wrote 1969, when Leeds, who were very dear to my heart, hang on, he's camera, we need zoom, zoom. All right. I can't work out why a book on Leeds has got a red cover, but anyway, Leeds were famous for being very good, well, and dirty as well, but they were famous for coming second. I think they came second in the championship for about 4 out of 5 years. They got to numerous cup finals, kept bloody losing. And in the end, that's why Billy's book was written, You Get Nowt for Coming Second. And they looked at how they could win, which then went on to have more success in the 70s, late 60s, early 70s. And that was the whole point. It doesn't matter what you do, unless you actually end up in first position, then coming second, third, fourth, fifth is immaterial. You don't want to know you've come a close second in a pitch, do you? You may as well have come 10th. It's all about being number one. And really, it is that sort of mentality that you've got to take into pitches, because it is that serious. Otherwise, why are you committing all that time, all that resource, all that money that any agency does commit to a pitch? You know, if you're going to go in for it, then you want to win it. And that's why you've got to keep reminding yourself that you've got to do everything in your power to win. Otherwise, don't bother. And the other example I like to use in pitch is that if we're going to back a horse, or if, for example, you went to a nightclub when you were younger, obviously, and you wanted to chat up a bloke or a woman, you know, you want to get a result, basically. So you don't leave those sort of things to chance. And the people who get most success on either pursuit are the ones who sort of do the homework, study the form, and know what's going to work on that particular going. And pitches are the same. But too often, and I see this quite a lot with agencies, they don't do the homework. They go in blindly. They've not studied the ground. They've not studied the form. They've not realised what's going to help them win a pitch as opposed to not. And then they're surprised when they fail. And I think we said in the blurb that, you know, the definition of lunacy is to keep doing the same thing constantly and expecting a different result.